Ah, that's fancy.
You
Good evening,
haven't
everybody.
you haven't used it
Welcome.
yet either.
That was fancy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Catfish Weekly, along with Josh. I'm Chad. Lo- Where's we're missing somebody? Where
We're
Where's the old
missing.
man?
He is traveling this week.
Whoa.
You were traveling last week, and he is on a big trip this week because we're coming
How
into a special time of year
how far is he traveling?
to the North Pole.
Wow.
So I don't know if he has his elf with him or not.
Missouri to the North Pole. Wait, is he just going to Denver?
No. He can't go to Denver.
The North Pole, Colorado Santa's workshop is only 11 and a half hours away from him.
That's the fake one. That's the one that they just put in there to keep the bozos away.
North Pole. Hmm. It will not tell me. So it's a top secret location, apparently.
Yeah, it's that thing. You know, he goes up there for a little privacy every year, but he should be back next week. So
That's he may be he may be busy, and you never know. We might not see him until
till
first
the
of the year.
yeah, but you know what the fun thing is he left us unsupervised and said, "Hey, run the show tonight." So
That he did.
look out, because there ain't no telling what we're gonna do.
We may get this shut down tonight.
We may turn it into the bait shop. Who knows?
You never know. How about we
Old,
say hi to people real quick, though?
that sounds like a plan. Let me go up here to the top top of the list here in Restream. We're seeing Bugman22. Got Nubby's Catfishing, 922 Crappie Barbecue, Benoit Fishing Outdoors. Hello, Gabby and Allison. We've got Rowdy Royal, Crappie Day Darren, Burrito Catfishing Lady, Brian B. Catfishing. Let's see. It jumped on me.
Thank you for being a member, Brian B.
We have James Dockery. Oh, James Dockery has a question already. He said North Pole has bass fishing tournaments.
Apparently, they have some very good ice fishing, bass fishing tournaments.
Yeah, that's what he's hiding, that he's into that. There's Kevin Fishes. Hello, Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
Greg Burgess. Mark Barnum. And 205 Wild Action gets me down here to the bottom. So
All right.
let's see if we can't change that now that we're in there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to the screen here. This is weird.
Yeah, there was a setting we should have changed before the show, but up there at the top where it says 720p, before you go live, if you click on that, you can change it to 1080.
Oh, I did not know that. I apologies for being a rookie. What's up, Joe Buck?
But we can deal with it. There's Joe Buck 66. Right. There's Roger from Muskrat Adventures.
What's up, Roger?
My son John got a package from Roger today. We're going to have to do a mail call video and open that up. So
very cool, very cool.
I'm going to try something. We haven't done this yet. See if it works. Boom.
Ooh. Look at that fanciness. Huh. Pretty neat, pretty neat.
I don't know if it shows up on YouTube or not. So. Yes, it does.
It hasn't showed up on mine, but there it goes. Okay, yes, it does. All right.
Lyle had to put ice spikes on the reindeer hooves. We're going to turn that overlay off. That's way too dangerous. Somebody like Parker Pursuits would come in and type in something weird.
Yeah. Speaking of Parker Pursuits, man, I hate that I missed it last week. It was
an awesome Top Cat last week.
It was a very, very impressive Top Cat. Well, how much did he finish with, and what was his big fish?
He had 70. Of course, you would ask that when I'm on the other computer. He had 91 and some change, I think, and I think his big fish was 71.
Not too shabby.
No, it
You know,
wasn't.
it's almost not fair because him having two friends and mentors like you and I who have taught him so much
Everything
about
he knows.
about catfishing and fishing in general. You know, I bet he didn't at the end of the show give us any credit for all that he's learned from us. You know, and it kind of hurts my feelings, Josh.
Speaking
But
of,
anyway,
there's Parker Pursuits. Here's
look at
Get
that.
Hooked on D Fishing member for 42 months. Says I love Catfish Weekly.
She bought Lyle a whole brand new boat with her membership. Man.
He wouldn't use it.
I know.
He bought a lithium battery this week, and he's not going to. I don't know why he bought it.
I think he just collects now. It's like
He's a
dust.
hoarder now.
Yeah, he collects things like dust.
Yeah. Flies. No, I was going to go out tonight and try to pour some lead, but I got sidetracked working on some AI stuff. So here we are hanging out. But we're going to have a good time. We've got it's Thanksgiving week. So
It
it's a short
is.
week for everybody.
I got a 3-day work week this week.
So do I.
Followed by a 4-day weekend. I got a turkey ready to go in the smoker for Thanksgiving. And then it's going to be the high for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is on Friday, and it's going to be a high of 30.
Ugh.
Yeah, but
yeah, we're looking at I think it said like 45 for a high on Friday, but I'm still thinking about I think I'm going to take Friday off, which would make me a 2-day work week. I'd work Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'd have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, which is almost like a vacation.
that's what I was saying. I'm automatically off Thursday, but to take off Friday gives me a 4-day weekend, and I was planning. Now that deer season's over and it was a waste, I'm hoping to get back into doing some fishing, and I need it. I need to relax. I need to get out there and get back on it because
I was wanting to
I haven't been doing
go.
much.
I was going to go out and actually just try to catch some crappie under the bridge on Sunday this week, and I should have gone on Saturday morning because I got up Sunday and the wind was cooking along 15 or 20 mile an hour, gusting a little higher than that, and would have been fine normally, but I'm still just using the John boat at the moment, so
Yeah,
didn't really want to go out there and fight that.
I mean, I might want right up here one of these days on the weekend too. I got a lake down now that's about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes away that I can go up. D and I go there from time to time anyways to do some crappie fish, and they do have catfish, and they got some nice bluegill and shellcracker in it. So, and even if Lyle ever comes out, they've got nice bass in it too. So
He would. That's what he.
right at home. And maybe that's where he really is. Maybe he's not taking the trip to the North Pole this weekend. He is finally setting up Bass Fish Weekly, trying to get it going. So
that might be it too. You never know. You never know.
You never know. But I definitely need to get out there and do some fishing here. It's that time of year. I see everybody catching all these great fish, and I've been
there've been some. I was scrolling Facebook today, and there were some nice fish just from all over.
Mm-hmm.
And there was all different species. I mean, there was big blue cats being caught. There's big crappie being caught. This is one of those times of year right before it gets cold where everything is biting.
Yes.
And need to get out and take advantage of it. So
I definitely need to find out where they're at right now so I can go out and catch something. Because it has been a rough year, Josh, for fishing. I don't know about you, but I have not done near as much fishing this year as I'd like to.
No,
the last few years,
I was having some Oh, I was having some battery issues with my trolling motor batteries the first part of the year, and I knew I wanted to go to lithium. And I made the switch, got like 2 trips on my new lithium batteries, absolutely loved them, and had a collision with an underwater object out on the
Oh,
river, caused a bunch of damage to the boat. And I'm still trying to get all the estimates and everything because all that takes forever.
somebody's made a fake Catfish Weekly account, and
Oh, well, let's see here.
oh, I don't want to do that.
No, I tried to time him out and it won't let me.
Oh, me neither. I was trying to do the same thing.
Time Lyle out on his own channel.
That'd be funny though.
Let's see, Ben while fishing outdoors said didn't get to hunt or fish this weekend. Water pipe broke under the house and the main line needs replaced. Ooh, had water leaking 2 places. They're going to dig up the yard next week, replace both. That is not fun.
That is not. I did try to go out. I went out for a few hours on Saturday to the farm to hunt, and I don't know what it is. I used to this farm was just loaded with deer, and it's nothing but farmland around. It's way out there, and then all of a sudden it's just getting to where you hardly see deer out there anymore. It's like,
Oh, wow. I'm surprised you haven't. I'm surprised you're not hunting out there where you live at now.
well, I don't have enough. I don't have personally have enough acreage, and I haven't, became best friends with the neighbor yet that owns like the 100 acres behind me.
That's what I was expecting. At some point,
Yeah.
you'll end up hunting out there for them. But
Well, last year I went out first. I had 2 deer in the first hour, and I was like, I'm ready to go home. All right, because I knew I couldn't put any more in the freezer, so I was ready.
I am looking at. I talked to Caitlin about it because I mean it's too late this year to do anything with it. But she was talking about shooting a deer. We might have to look into that next year. And Illinois adopted a rifle season for deer.
Really?
Now. You have to shoot a straight-walled cartridge or a bottleneck cartridge that total length doesn't exceed like 1.5 inches. So there's not much you can pick from it.
But you shoot 22s at it?
350, 30 caliber, big, 30 caliber bigger. So 350 Legend seems to be everybody's go-to caliber. So
good deal. That'd be good for her. I'd like to have a better year than what we had. I went out 3 times, saw 4 deer, 3 does, and 1 little spike buck, and I was like, I ain't just wasn't worth my time. So
I mean, we've got a couple weeks of bow season again, and then it'll be second firearm season. But second firearm season is usually real cold around here. So
now we don't get a second firearm. We'll get a. We'll finish out bow season through January, and then we've got muzzle loader. But
okay.
But I don't own a muzzle loader, so
yeah, I've got a couple of those too. So
I got a few bows. I got a crossbow, but more than likely that ain't happening. So
you know what I did do today?
You did?
I went and spent like $400 at Harbor Freight.
What are you building? What are you doing?
Harbor Freight had a couple things on their Black Friday sale that I wanted, and then last night I got on to look for them, and they had updated the website that said Inside Track members got early access to the Black Friday specials. So they starting on Monday morning. Any of the Black Friday deals, if you were Inside Track, you could buy them. And so I went and picked me up a Hercules Portaband metal cutting bandsaw and the stand that it mounts in. That way it works like a chop saw. I've been wanting one of those for a while.
There you go.
Need to get that.
Basically, what Josh is saying is he is setting up his own fish cutting station where he can just. He don't even have to do the fillet. Yeah. Do you ever seen them? Like where they do like tuna and stuff. They just put them through the bandsaws and stuff like that. Or
they used to do that one years ago when I worked at Kroger.
Beef too.
They still had the butcher shop in there, and They'd cut all the steaks and everything, but they don't do that no more at Kroger. So
No, that's all comes from a 3D
it all
printer now.
comes pre-cut.
Yeah, 3D printed now.
Parker
Crazy
Parker
stuff.
got a couple deer this weekend. He sent photos of.
Very
He
nice,
said
because I seen he was out with Danny. I was watching for a few
he
minutes.
was out with Danny, and I'm not. Did you see the clip from that live of what they were looking for?
Yeah, that was quite interesting that Danny was looking for that.
Yeah.
I can't say it, so.
No, it was funny though. It's always fun to get Danny.
Mm-hmm.
You just throw a fake, a Bart Simpson name in there, and just let it rip. Hey, where's our Black Friday deals? That should be coming up on a Thursday night, isn't it, Chad?
Yeah, we'll be looking to find what deals we can come up with through our searches on Thursday night, like we always do.
I did see that Multi-Bar is having a
Yeah, Multibar's got a nice deal going on.
really nice sale. And
Yeah.
so if you're in the market for those, I absolutely love my Multi-Bars. It's been the best investment as far as any type of rod rack that I've ever put on. Just they hold up. They've got gave me a bunch of extra room in the boat that I didn't have when I had that rack going across the
Yeah.
back. So.
Well, I'm still mad at Colton because after I got the original multi-bars on my brand new boat, he comes out with the multi-bar lights. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And I almost had it to where, and I probably could have done it. I was talking with him, somebody that wanted the regular ones, and I could have got a new set basically because they were literally brand new, and I had them like 2 months when they came out. So
Roger, give me just a second here, and I'll find it.
are you talking about the multi-bar ones?
Yep, he's looking for the multi-bar sale. It is
I don't know. I've seen it twice today, and I couldn't tell you what it was.
$75 off a regular set or $100 off a
100,
light
yeah.
set. 20% off mini mounts and accessories. That's a real good deal.
Yeah, there it is.
That's
yeah, especially because I've got one mount that I haven't even had time to install yet. But if you want, they've got the ones for your depth finder mounts. They have all kinds of accessories like the cup holders and stuff that mount on them. They got a lot of cool stuff.
Sky's the limit on there. So
yeah. Oh, sorry. That's where Lyle's not traveling. He's modeling for Balls Deep Tackle tonight. You know
I sincerely hope he's not.
Yeah, he models those little bitty fishing lures that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where they have to redo their mold every year.
They 3D scan and that makes sense then. So I'm curious what everybody, we've got 44 watching tonight. How many? Kind of curious what everybody's Thanksgiving plans are and if fishing falls into play. I mean, I've got a couple friends that's their Thanksgiving morning thing every year. They go out to Crab Orchard and go crappie fishing. And if I go to Crab Orchard, on Thanksgiving Day, I guarantee I run into them. So,
well, Dee's got to work, so I'll be sitting here working on cooking our first Thanksgiving dinner in the house.
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna do that on Thanksgiving, and then hopefully her day goes smooth and she gets out at a decent time. We'll do dinner, and then we'll do the bake shop after that, and then. I'm still thinking I'm going to try to get out at least a few days this weekend because I need it. I need a break. I need to go fishing.
Well, Bass Nate said he's stuck in Pennsylvania, can't fish. Roger said he's heading to Pennsylvania, might hit the Susquehanna.
Wow.
Jeff Beal says trout fishing. Here's Stan has joined us. Oh, 2 Stans fishing.
I was talking to a buddy of mine today. We may go down to a lake here in Kentucky. It's one of the biggest man-made lakes around here, and but they have some great striper fishing down there, and
Those are fun.
Yeah, I know they have some good catfishing down there. I've caught one that was monstrous. But
Parker says fishing Thanksgiving morning, then to dinner, then possibly night fishing.
it's not known for catfishing, I should say, down there in this lake. But they do have them. And they started. I see two stands fishing, so he's gonna love it. But they started stocking sturgeon in this lake a few
Oh,
years back.
that's all you need to get Stan there.
Big lake sturgeons. But you're not allowed to fish for them
Now
technically.
Parker texted me earlier, said he was going to the river tonight because we've got a cold front, pretty heavy cold front coming in. But
That's what he said on his TikTok earlier.
see, I don't have TikTok anymore. Deleted the app, and I think I still have a.
The only way to be, man. It's where you get your real info.
Yeah, I get mine from X.
Yeah, I get all the real information, what's going on the Tiki-Taki. Especially about the flat earth stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff about that. I really just wish, honestly, I wish that Lyle would just let us know for real, is the world flat or is it round? He was
I'm
there
gonna
when it
tell
was
you, I'm gonna
created.
tell you, it's round. We have 4 cats in the house. If the Earth was flat, cats would have shoved every single thing off the Earth by now. They would have just pushed it right off the edge. Promise you, 100%. That is how you know the Earth is round.
So outside of going, maybe do some crappie fishing, you been down to the river lately or done any river fishing besides wrecking the bottom of your boat? You're muted. He's just talking to himself. Now I'm talking to myself.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah. I had muted my mic. I hit the wrong thing. But no, I've been working on the bayliner. I have not hit the river in I don't know how long. I'm to the point now that I've almost forgotten what it looks like. But
Why don't you come up here and I'll take you out and show you the river,
I may have to take you up on that.
and I'll drop you off at Pickle Park, and Mark can pick you up. Yeah, we do. We said that this year that sometime you and I were going to get together
And we
on the
have not.
river,
Yeah.
and we were going to target flatheads. You know how many times that happened?
0.
Yeah.
No, I pulled a real bonehead move Saturday, and Saturday or Sunday, I don't remember, but I think it was Sunday. But yeah, it's worth telling the story on. So I've been chasing down issues with that bayliner, and have finally figured out that the fuel tank vent was all but completely clogged, and so I replaced that vent, and went ahead and put new line going back to the tank. And so before I put that in, I took and put the vent on there, and I breathed through the vent line hose to make sure it was going to move air, and everything was fine. I breathed through the old one that was clogged, and it was like breathing through a coffee stirrer. And so I get that thing all hooked up, and I decide once it's all hooked up, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna blow in that thing, make sure air goes through it, and it doesn't have a kink in it back there where I can't see. Air went through fine. Tried to inhale, not thinking about the fact that it's connected to a fuel tank. And I ended up with lungs full of gasoline vapor. So, just one of those things. It was stupid. But you just got to tell the story.
Yeah, we've all been there, done that, Josh. Right? Parker says, I've asked Josh to go to the river, but no, I'm not good enough to go with.
I ain't been able to get away, really. But I've almost got I've been trying to get the garage cleaned out and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah, I might do that the next day or two. I need to get out there, and I really want to get that.
Nubby, that's exactly, I mean, inadvertently, it's what I ended up doing was huffing a bunch of gas. So
That's right.
if you wonder what's wrong with me, it's because I do dumb stuff like that every once in a while.
He does.
But the good news is, I mean, the vent line to the fuel tank isn't clogged no more. So I need to go put some fuel in that boat and fire it up and see if it'll run.
Yeah. His boat doesn't suck gas, but just Josh sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'd like to get out there. I need to clean my boat out anyway, and I got to take those that back big section off so I can get my depth finder mount back there. I want to get it on. Right now, it's just mounted to the back deck, but I want to get it on that multi-bar.
Oh, that'd be nice.
It'd be up in the middle of it. Also, yeah. No fighting over Chad. His head is big enough. What are you talking about, JG? Nobody's fighting over me.
Bugman said, I did that as a kid trying to siphon gas from a dirt bike. I inhaled not just fumes, but gas itself. Was sick but afraid to tell my parents.
I can picture that buggy. I can picture
it. It was bad enough that, I mean, Christina was out grocery shopping, and it was almost one of those, do I call her and say, hey, you might want to get home kind of things.
I will apologize if I have to keep muting or if I can't get to it fast enough, but I have got something in my chest trying to
got a frog in your throat.
Yeah, make me all coughing, and I've been sneezing for 2 days a lot too. Wow, Parker, do you hear that? Danny Stone says I got to fish with Josh a few times this year. What's up with that, Chad?
Yep, Danny was on the boat with me one of the last times before I had to start getting estimates on stuff. So maybe I'll just blame it on him.
Well, I do notice Danny gets around about getting to fish with people, but nobody else fishes with the same people. Like I see him fish with you, I see him fish with Parker, but I never see like you fish with Parker or.
We took I took Danny out on the Champion, and I never even opened the boat completely up, but it was enough that Danny was starting to get a little nervous.
Oh, yeah?
And then the next, like 2 weeks later, we fished out of the John boat. And I've got the thing wound up, and I'm sitting there just, because it's only moving about 15 mile an hour or so. And
he was puckering at 15 miles an hour?
Well, that's what he's like, no, he goes, this is a good speed. And I'm like, no, this is slow. We're moving the speed of smell here.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I got me a new toy for the John boat. So,
I
think I sent you a picture of that a few weeks ago. I picked up that 35 horse. Yeah.
Yes. We do remember that.
It's gonna move.
For some reason, I was thinking that you were trying to be like Lyle because I heard that Lyle's buying Live Scope for his bass fishing adventures.
He might be. Yeah. I think we need to come up with a parody product called Lyle Scope.
I like that.
Not exactly sure where we go with it, but Lyle Scope would be a good one. So
yeah, it'll just be like a PVC pipe that you look down at the end.
Down there.
It's got a little glass, kind of like a telescope into the water.
You'd have to put ink on the eyepiece. That way you come off, you got that circle around your eye.
Yeah. What's up, Sampy? Yesterday morning running up the river when it was freezing. Well,
I thought you guys were bank fishing yesterday, Jerry.
They were. When I came in and was watching them, Parker was hammering the stakes into the ground for the rod holders and stuff.
Maybe he beached the boat.
So my question for those that are in chat and everybody that's fishing, even like Parker and Danny, who's been out there fishing live and stuff. Are the fish you guys have been catching right now feeding? Are they been in deep water or shallow water?
And that's a good question.
Because I know. So I need to reach out to my buddy, but a buddy of mine around here. When I say buddy, I know him a little bit through YouTube and stuff, but he put out a video the other day, Josh, catching, and he caught like 40 catfish
Nice.
on a white grub. He went out there fishing, I think, for something else, and was he said they were so many you could see the fish like just waiting. He was catching them on the top of the water with these grubs, and
Oh
I'm like,
wow.
and it
Who
was a
was this?
shallow like creek. If you his YouTube channel was River Blood.
I'll
So
check
if
that
you
out.
go check his channel out, uh, he's a hell of a fisherman around here, and but he's multi-species. He does a lot of catfish and stuff. So I was just wondering, if there are that many fish up in this
Yeah.
where he was at, or all the fish, a lot of the fish being caught
I'm thinking you're going to
shallow right
see.
now.
Danny says he caught 2 in shallow water. Roger saying his money's on shallow. Parker says shallow. But this major cold front's going to push them deep. That's probably a lot of truth to that.
I don't know, because I can tell you, some of these major cold fronts recently that I've been out there, they have not been deep. Then again, they weren't shallow, and I couldn't figure out where the hell they were, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But
And we were.
I've yet to
I
find
think,
the big bite around here yet lately.
I think we got to like 60 degrees today, and then the temperature started falling, and it's already down to 47. I think we got a high of 48 tomorrow, and then
You don't even know who I'm talking about, Roger. I know J Dog wasn't anywhere near you because
J Dog. I haven't heard of him in a long time.
I know J Dog was not fishing anywhere near Roger because he was like, if Roger's around, I'm finding somewhere else to fish. Is what he told me. I'm just saying. But my apologies. I stepped all over you. You're talking. I was wanting to make fun of Roger for a minute.
Well, I
Sorry.
was just saying somebody mentioned J Dog, and I'm like, I haven't seen J Dog in forever.
Yeah, he's a quiet little fellow these days. He don't talk a whole lot in places, but every once in a while he's peeking in watching some stuff. But
He probably watching in the background, just staying out of chat. So
yeah, it looks like actually he's out there fishing earlier.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he messaged me a picture about them on the boat. I was like,
Oh, nice.
nice. Hey, now it limits us so much to great prices. Doing lives, that's one reason we haven't done much. But this year, I think we're going to go live regardless.
Regardless, yeah.
Like I said, I've had plenty of time, and I don't know what has been. I've
Ed,
not
you
been.
need to get you a Starlink for the boat.
Yeah, I got enough bills right now.
Could you imagine
But
that though? That'd be awesome.
yeah, but I'll be honest with you. Um, there's a reason I haven't been live a much or even putting videos out. I kind of just needed a mental break. There was, with everything, and
I
I
fully
do.
understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I do the Monday and Thursday night shows as much as I can, and with as busy and stressful as work gets, this was becoming a second job. So I kind of
Yep.
just when I've gone out fishing, which has not been a whole lot this year compared to last year and previous years, but I just go out and just
Yeah.
relax, and
Enjoy it.
enjoy
I
what I'm
don't. I
doing.
don't blame you when it starts to feel like work.
Yeah.
You gotta step back. Which I mean, you've had all the work stuff this year. You've moved this year. You've had a lot going on.
Well, yeah, the last 2 months or 3 months between packing a house, moving a house into a new house, and then the last 7 weeks I've traveled 3 weeks of it for work. I'm
Oh
exhausted.
yeah.
I mean, hopefully maybe I'll get my second wind and I'll get back at it, and because it is fun to go out there and just have people sitting and BSing with you while you're out there fishing sometimes. So
Well,
I do like that, but
I was trying to film a video Saturday, and my stuff that I ordered on Amazon decided not to arrive, so it actually didn't show up until today. And then the other piece for the other video that I was going to shoot, that part was supposed to be here Thursday, and it got here today because it just, according to the tracking, it made it to St. Louis, and then it just said it was traveling in the network for 3 days before they finally found it again, which means it probably fell on underneath a seat or something.
yeah, you can tell it didn't travel via DHL. You would have had it like in 2 days tops. So.
Yeah, that was the postal service.
Yeah, you're lucky you got it at all.
And but those parts come in. I've got some other stuff, and I need to finish up I've got all the stuff to finish up the bait tank video. I just got.
Yeah, you definitely need to finish that because I've got that one sitting right there next to my garage.
Yep, that one's got to get done, and we've got everything for that. I built that outdoor enclosure for it, and
that's pretty cool.
I'm wanting to get it. I think I'll shoot the video with the tank still in the garage, and then move everything. Probably shut it down after I finish the video series. Shut it down for the season because.
Well,
I don't know. After this cold front that's coming through, and everything's going to start dropping, I think flatheads might be going away for till the springtime again. So
yeah, it's getting close, probably.
But
it
makes me wonder: do I turn the bluegills loose or do I fillet them?
You know. I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, it's a good one for chat.
Yeah, let Josh know what he should do with those bluegill because since he's starting to turn into me and Brian B and don't fish no more.
43 is just a bad number this year. 44 gonna be better. And you haven't hit 43 yet, have you?
No, I've got a week and 6 days.
Hey, we got somebody jumping in.
What's going on?
Oh, Lord, there's trouble.
There we go. This is better than Lyle.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's a lot there. Right there is trouble for Lyle because
there's somebody
now we got 3 of us.
I didn't get to fish this weekend. Chad hardly didn't get to fish, but I know Dockery's been fishing. So
that I have been. I've been crappie this year. The time of year, crappie are just like on fire, and you don't need live scope. You don't need $15,000 boat. Get out and get them. Just go to the bank, check the windward side of the lake, and you'll be on them.
So, do you think somebody that mainly fishes for bass can still catch them?
No, that I don't.
I don't think they could either, unless they're like a byproduct of just missing the bass because they can't catch them very well either.
Well, he catches a lot of small bass, guys. Let's give that to him. I mean, he's kind of a pretty accomplished bass fisherman at the moment.
I heard that he's.
I heard he's thrown into FLW.
Yeah.
Isn't that the ACA version of?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I heard that he's now starting to take the boater's education course because it's a prerequisite and it's required to join the FLW and the BASS. So, that between that and his live scope skills that I've heard that he secretly has but is not telling anybody about. I heard it.
That's why he's on his batteries, boys.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
January 1st, you're going to see the first episode of Largemouth Nation or something.
We'll have to work on a couple of names.
We'll throw it into ChatGPT to come up with something. So Parker's saying release the bluegill. He said they've done their time. So
if you're gonna do that, you better do it before long. That way they.
Well, I'll tell you what, the water temperature in the bait tank is very cold right now. So.
Oh, really?
Well, you got to figure it's not insulated around the sides, so you've got a ton of water that's not insulated, just a little thin piece of plastic between it and the atmosphere. So
Oh, Dad is calling us loving names.
What's he doing now? Oh yeah,
Yeah. I'm not really, what he does in his spare time. It's all on him. I mean, it really and truly is.
Yeah.
So, but no, I haven't been on in a while, and I got distracted as watching a race on TV, and Katie was like, they want you to go in the show, and I'm like, oh, okay, well then I'll go.
Yeah.
So, as long as he's not in here,
Oh wow, we're getting nasty messages from Lyle.
we are. Yeah. Now, see, he was supposed to. He talked up last week. What was it? It was supposed to be nice and warm. Sunday? So he was going to go fishing.
Hasn't he been saying that since like 2020 when we all started?
Yeah, something like that. He got his battery in.
I think he's still upset that his candidate didn't win. I mean,
Oh wow! I told you what John does with that, didn't I?
oh yeah, no, I've heard John.
Well, you could show him a picture of her and ask, "Hey, John, who's that?" And he every time he sees a picture of her, I go, "Who is that?" He goes, "It's Mama. It's Mommy." For whatever reason, he thinks that's his mother.
Oh,
He's going to walk down them stairs with a baseball bat, and you're that's going to be the end of it.
Oh, Lord.
So
you asked for this, Lyle. This is what you get for.
This is what happens. He left us unsupervised.
that's kind of what
do you do when Dad leaves you unsupervised? You invite people over to the house that you wouldn't normally let in, so you invite them over.
Yeah. And now he's brought it into chat.
I know. You need to be more respectful. So I have the option to add to a block list.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm afraid I'm not. We'll be able to get him out of it.
He probably wouldn't be. He probably wouldn't even realize it.
But anyway, so Dockery.
Yes.
I know you were like the crappie catching king.
No, just luck.
Yeah, please.
Listen, and I'm telling you right now, okay, 90. I'm going to say 90% of me catching fish all the time is luck. 9% is skill, and 1% is because I go all the freaking time. There's not a day in the last. Well, I take that back. I've probably fished about 240 days so far this year. So
I think I've maybe fished 20 times.
Yeah,
it's been a rough year. But no, what I was asking you though. So you're the reason I say that, right, is to me you were like a superstar of patterning fish, right? You fish so often that you tend to follow, be able to figure out where the bait is, moving up and down, with crappie moving from 14 feet up to the, the shallows when they're moving.
Right.
How do we utilize that data for people unlike Lyle who actually catfish?
I'm going to show you my secret weapon. All right. And I've shown this before. You see this book right here?
The Fishes of Missouri.
That's right. This is basically your I want to say it's a biology book is what it is. All right. And it teaches you, it shows you, it talks about the structure of the fish, biology, the makeup of the fish, what they're doing certain times of the year, their spawning habits, their just a little bit of everything. All right.
Okay.
Most people overlook that information. And when you take that information combined with what, say, Parker knows, if Parker, was to go in and start reading on this and stuff like that, it may not do him a bit of good. Why? Parker's already got it figured out.
Oh, I
think Parker's a hell of a catfisherman. I mean,
yeah, I just didn't think he'd be able to read it.
Between him and Ryan Bortz, there's not any better. Honestly, I don't think.
I'm just trying to picture Parker reading. I mean, that's
what I said. That's what I was saying.
Parker's a good guy. I mean, he can't deer hunt. I mean, he gets lucky shooting a couple of bucks every great once in a while, and poses them in different pictures and stuff like that, so it makes it look better. But anyway, once you figure out what they're doing each at different times of the year, it's numbers. It's going down, how many times are you fishing, what the wind's doing, all of this other stuff. And once you figure all that out, you're going to be on the fish, no matter who you are.
Jerk. He was gearing that towards you, Josh.
I'm sure that was to me. Yeah,
I don't know what him and Lyle tonight. They're very rude and
they're
chat.
very angry tonight. Yeah, that's.
What aren't they though? I mean, especially Lyle.
There we go. Hey, let me put him in timeout.
Yeah.
There you go.
But no, I'm heading back to the lake first thing in the morning. I'm going to be over there before the sun ever comes up, and it's supposed to be a high of like 40 degrees with a low of 20. So the fish are still going to bite no matter what.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Year round. I mean, I know people that once it gets to around freezing, they stop. But I know other people that if it's below 65, they stop fishing. But
If it's above 65, they stop.
if it's above
Yeah.
65, they stop.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Lyle has like a 2-degree window that he'll fish in.
Yeah.
There's several of them that are like that. They're really, really good fishermen on YouTube. They're
Yeah.
or on Facebook and other things, stuff like that. But hey, that's neither here nor there.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I haven't been posting a lot of my fishing pictures anywhere, just for the simple fact I'm in the process. Me and Katie both are we're getting ready to go back to school, so going back to get degrees, and that's what we've been working on. So,
That's cool, dude.
We're gonna have to call him Dr. Dockery.
No.
Dockery MD.
I'm not going to that extreme, guys. Trust me. This is I'm going for my conservation wildlife degree, and
Oh, cool.
I think Katie's going to do something. I think she might even join me on that one. So we're not sure exactly what we're doing, but that's the line I'm venturing.
Oh, that'd be
down
cool
on,
though.
so.
That is pretty awesome.
But I'm halfway there anyway. I've got all the knowledge, so why not get the
Oh,
piece
yeah,
of
use
paper
it.
that
Put it to
says,
use.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot and spent way too much money on a degree.
Life experience. Life
Yeah,
experience is worth more than
what it is.
Yeah. That comment I hear the most
is too hot to crappie or mush. That's what they make ice for. There you go.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smallwater charters was out crappie fishing the other day.
Oh, nice.
So I got a hold of a guy today about some ice fishing jigs, and he's like, "No, I'm not making them for you." So I was like, "Okay." He can't. The smallest he can make is the smallest he said he can make is about 1/32, and that's just way too big for what I'm wanting to do. So. Settle down, JG. Settle down.
Yeah. JG's getting out for teacher or something. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds like it.
No, my election look like Hillary Clinton. Sorry. Hey, you guys invited me on. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, well that's what I said. It's party week because Lyle's gone.
Yeah. Hey, we got a couple educational type questions to each other
we
here.
did.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is here. But
we do need to, one of these nights, we do need to do another jig tying session.
That needs to happen again pretty soon.
You're going to force me to actually unpack some boxes, aren't you?
Yes.
I had actually planned on doing that Saturday evening.
Evening.
Or this past Saturday, I was gonna take and do a jig tying thing, and then go out on Sunday and use those jigs. I said it'd just be fun to do, and we got done. We had Thanksgiving dinner for on my mom and dad's side of the family Saturday evening. We got done with that and went by a buddy's house, and we ended up staying till almost 11 o'clock or so. So I said, well, that's it for the live. So I went home and didn't tie any jigs and didn't go fishing on Sunday because it was too windy anyway. So
Yeah. Well, I spent the weekend. We went fishing during the daytime or morning, and got back here and went out and was deer hunting for does in the afternoon, and that's how the weekend went. And Jolene was bouncing from tree to tree looking for squirrels. So,
Well, I'd go for some squirrel. That sounds good.
well, there's plenty of them out here.
We've got a big raccoon out there uh, hanging around, getting into garbage cans and stuff. We need to. It's going to have to
You
get
know,
taken off.
the sad thing is they used to be worth money, and now you can't even hardly even give them away.
No, and I like them. I don't get me wrong. I like raccoons. They're one of my favorite animals. But once they figure out where the trash can is, you cannot break them of getting in that trash can.
No,
Nothing you do breaks them. And this thing's so fat it can't run anymore.
Good Lord.
Well, it's time to make you a blanket, Josh.
Yeah, I was going to split its head like a canoe yesterday on my way home, but it made it in the culvert
Smokey.
before I got a chance.
I was just looking at the weather for this. Will be a little bit windy this weekend too.
I was looking up our wind for at least for Thursday. For Thanksgiving Day doesn't look too bad. So it's going to be a little cool out, but it's not going to be windy. I can deal with that.
I don't think it's gonna be too windy, but Friday's gonna be some decent wind starting about midday. So
Well, we got a 44% chance of snow here Saturday. High of 26, low of 12. So hopefully that keeps up for about the next 3 weeks, and that water will freeze, and I'll be able to get out there. You say, you went ice fishing last year.
I didn't catch anything, and I was the whole time I was scared I was going to fall through.
As big as you are, you're liable to.
Danny, that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. I need to get something set up, and I think that's what we're going to look at. Hey, there's Uncle Lou. I ain't seen.
Yeah, you start talking about ice fishing, and Uncle Lou gets excited, and he just finds his way in because he's a huge ice fishing fan.
There's nothing better than ice fishing, boys. I'm telling you.
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah.
Thursday, partly sunny, high in the mid 40s. I can deal with that. Danny says it's going to be raining over there where he's at.
We've got a high of 34 on Friday, 34 on Saturday, and 30 on Sunday. So those are my 3 options to fish this week.
And Danny, you are 100% right on. And here's the sad reality of it. Hunting and fishing licenses being sold in the United States are down across the board. Mm-hmm. People they're no longer taking kids, grandkids out. And when they do, this right here, cell phones. Cell phones are the number one cause of why people are not going out and hunting and fishing as much as they should. And the ones that are, they're more worried about their popularity on a streaming service than they are actually just enjoying the fishing or the hunting. So people are going down, are getting out of it. And the number of predators and stuff like that are rising. And soon you're going to be all, the ones that used to do it are going to be complaining because little Fluffy, the, little piss bag dog got distemper or parvo from a wild animal.
Yeah. It's coming.
Hey, I can't help it that I'm popular, okay?
Well, and we saw a giant uptick in it about 2020.
Oh yeah, when COVID hit
during the pandemic, it
took off. A lot of people didn't have anything else to do.
I mean, there were people fishing that hadn't been fishing in forever, or at all.
But it fell off dramatically.
It did. Once everything got back open, and hey, I can go fish or I can go to the mall. I mean, I don't know. It's not what people do anymore, but once they had their regular old stuff to fall back on, they didn't go back out. But
but hopefully at some point we'll see another uptick in it. Maybe not, but
maybe
at this point it doesn't look good.
I was going through the other day and getting all my. I had cameras here, there, and everywhere, just where I've been recording bits and pieces of stuff that needs pieced together into videos. But I was getting all them gathered up and put in the same place. I said it'd be time to go out and try to make a fishing video. I ain't done one in a long time. So,
Well, I make videos at just about every time I go out. I can't.
oh yeah, we get them sent to us. Yeah.
I can't, repost the comments and the replies to them because some people are rude.
Lyle.
Yes, mainly him.
I know. I always congratulate you on all your catches, so.
Yeah, well.
Unlike other people but. Yeah, you never know what might happen this weekend. I might have to find my heater.
Well, that's what I was working on this weekend. I had an old tank top propane heater, and it was.
Somebody time Parker out, please. Swear to God, dude, if that image gets stuck in people's head, I hope like hell they sign you up for every gross porn site known to man.
Boom, there we go, and Parker's gone again. But they had. So it will fire up, and as long as you're holding the button down, it will stay running. But the minute you let go of the button, thing goes out. So I was doing a video. It could be a number of things. It could be the tip over switch. It could be the thermocouple. It could be the little coil. But I thought about it. I said a lot of people run those buddy heaters, especially this time of year. I'm going to do a video, show you how these things are wired up because it's really a simple circuit, and show how to troubleshoot each individual component. That way you're not spending a ton of money to replace a heater when you may have a $5 or $6 part that would fix it. So.
I'll say because those things aren't cheap. Them buddy heaters are expensive.
No, I think I paid over $100 for this one. So
I paid $10 at a yard sale. Lady said her husband bought it for last year's deer season and used it once, didn't like how it worked, and she put it at yard sale. I'm like, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Now I was we've got one that the tip over switch is really sensitive on. And I think the newer you get, the more sensitive that tip over switch is.
Probably.
Now you can bypass those really easy. It's not safe.
Say, don't try this at home, people.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, okay, if you were wanting to bypass it, if you watched that video, you would probably understand where that switch would go. But I'm not going to tell you in the video how to do it. But
yeah,
I give you enough ammunition that if you can make that little tiny jump, then you understand enough of it.
Yeah.
For legal reasons.
For legal reasons, we're not going to bypass this.
That's right.
Well, see, and that's the thing, right this time of the year with our boat, if you can stay out of as long as the wind's not coming at the back of the boat, usually it's not even that bad. It's just you don't even need the heater and stuff like that. So, but every once in a while, you need that heater. It's a little chilly out there.
Danny says Parker's gaining weight since he got a boat.
Katie, she went and took an old coffee can and drilled some holes and stuff like that, and she carries that around here in the winter months. She throws wood that she finds down in there. She makes this like a little small campfire out of it, and that's what she keeps warm with.
Dad used to take one back when he duck hunted a lot, and you'd take a coffee can and you'd put a roll of toilet paper in it, and I forget what he was pouring in there, camp fuel or alcohol or something, and he was making a little heater, and he said it'd burn off that roll of toilet paper for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Was it? I have to say, probably would be like camping fuel if it's burning for a long time. Rubbing alcohol like that's not going to burn.
Yeah, rubbing alcohol, unless you'd have to have the high volume stuff because that other stuff doesn't burn real well anyway. It's got too much water.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everybody's kind of Hanging out in chat. I saw Buggy asked me what time. I don't have a set time on that thing. It'd probably be the morning, but it ain't a big thing, and it's none of it's set in stone. So I know we're supposed to go up to Christina's side of the families in the afternoon for I think they're doing lunch and dinner. So I was like, well, we'll go up and I'll probably fish in the morning and then make it up for dinner. So
You know what I could do? I could make sure the turkey's good in the smoker, and then while Dee's working, go up to the lake for a few hours and come back, and I'll just send her a text every time I need her to go out and open the smoker up and do anything with it.
I saw a thing today that said to take a picture of the turkey but have it sitting in your microwave. And it said to text your mom and ask how long you had to cook the turkey in them.
I'm going to do that.
And they wanted you to post your response or post her response.
Mine would literally, I can already see the response. Mine would just be, "You're stupid."
So,
But-
Jake, when you move to your new house, are you near any newer lakes or no?
Newer lakes? No. So actually the one lake down here that we tend to fish more often than any other lake besides going to the river is about 5.5 miles from us now. So the nice thing where we're at now is that we are closer to like different river systems. So the Kentucky River is a lot closer to us, so we can actually change it up and hit different parts of the Ohio or the Kentucky River, which we weren't doing because it was a little bit further away and it was easier to go to the Ohio River. But there are a few lakes down here that we could be hitting that we haven't. So, I know there's probably one of the bigger lakes around here that's probably 20 minutes away now, where before it was quite a bit. So, but
So we're traveling. At the moment we're about anywhere from an hour to 2 hours away from some of the lakes that we're fishing at.
really,
We're just venturing out more and more. So,
and we should be doing that a lot more, but we always have the fail safe of going back down to the Ohio in hopes of, this and that, the bigger catfish. But you see how well that works out around here. So we definitely should be hitting up some of these other lakes. As I guarantee you, like the one up here, it actually has nice flathead. It has blue cats in it. It's for a small lake. It actually has some big fish in it. It's because it's not even 100 acres. The one that's close to us, but it's got some really nice fish in it. But there's a lot of other fisheries around here that I guarantee you have probably decent like channel cat fisheries and bass and crappie and bluegill and all that kind of stuff. We just have not hit them, and we don't typically go there because we're always hitting the river all the time. So maybe we need to change that up. Maybe that'll help us get out there a little bit more too. Is looking forward to finding some new locations. But
well, that's what we've been doing this year. Is Missouri has tons of conservation land, and on this conservation land, a lot of the times there are small hidden lakes or stuff like that not a lot of people go to, and so we're just trying to figure out some of the better ones. And that's part of the some of the adventure is you take off in the morning, you're not sure which lake you're going to end up at, you're not sure how well you're going to do, and sometimes it's you do all right, and other times it's a complete bust.
Yeah, well, I got a buddy of mine that I've known since I was probably 6 or 7 years old. He lives not too far down here, and he was telling me about this great spot that he's got access to that he fishes. And
is this a Lyle Stokes story?
No, this guy actually, no. This guy actually fishes.
Okay.
It's for catfish. So he's telling me he shows me this picture of a big old flathead that was caught out of this lake, and I was like, oh man, and he's telling me about it, and then he finally tells me, he's like, yeah, but it's private. You got to have special permission, and they won't let. They won't just let anybody. And I'm like ready to go. I'm like ready to hook the boat up and go the next day. And I'm like Russell, come on, brother.
Wow.
why are you going to tell me about all this?
That's like
Get
giving a
my
kid a
hopes up,
brand new
like we're
puppy
getting,
and then taking
I
it
got a fishing
away.
spot. Yeah, like I got a new fishing spot. I'm getting ready to go hit tomorrow morning. Just to find out that it's a private lake. All of none of the residents. It's all taken and stuff, and
Wow.
they won't let anybody just fish it. You have to have like gate access to get to it and all that kind of stuff. I'm like,
It's kind of like what I did to Lyle when he came up here to go fishing. I took him to 2 different lakes up here. One of them, it was just so windy we couldn't get anything to buy. I think I caught one bluegill. But the second one I took him to had these massive boulders, and you know his old ass is not going to go walk up and down these rocks
no.
at all. But
No.
that was one of the better lakes we have around here, and it was just like, hey, yeah, we've got this lake right here, but too bad you're old and decrepit and can't really walk up and down rocks. So,
Well, I bet he said some good stuff on that one. So,
oh, probably.
yeah.
Oh man, I'll be glad when that's out of my chest. But what does
Well, we're going a little over an hour now, so
let's see what we're doing. But yeah,
I can hear in the background. I think Christina's losing control of the children. So,
well, if it sounds to me like Dee finally got a hold of got her child, the new the pup, under control because that dog was going crazy in earlier. But
yeah, my two have decided that they wanted that all they wanted to do today was aggravate each other. That was how they were having their fun, was to aggravate one another. So,
well, you get ready to go deal with that, Dockery. Thanks for coming up and hanging out with us.
James, good to see you, buddy.
Chatting.
I wish I would have seen that sooner.
Nah, you're fine. Lyle, hopefully you're doing well and got all the elves under control up there at the North Pole. Come over and hang out with us on Thursday night. We're going to see if we can find some deals and stuff like we always do. See what kind of Black Friday and Cyber Monday and whatever else they want to call them, those deals going on.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that they'll be talking about bass fishing on Wednesday night, like always, besides that and food. So we'll see what they have going on Wednesday night over at Panfish Nation. So hope everybody has a good week, a safe Turkey Day. Try not to eat too much.
No, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see y'all next
Thanksgiving.
Monday. And next Monday, we're going to be drawing for December's Top Cat. I think we've right now got 3 or 4 entries in that. I had emails today from Austin at Fish and Fever and from Two Stands. We've got both of them put on the list. You can always sign up on the Facebook page, Catfish Weekly Facebook page, or you can send an email to register@theweekendangler.com, and either one of those will get you set up. So,
yeah, make sure you guys get that in the next couple of days, so we have it ready to go on Monday night. So, all right, have a good week.